Hey you guys, it's me Janae. Welcome back to my channel. I'm in commute to work right now, but I just dropped off my son, and I promise you, dropping off my son is like my favorite part of the day. Just seeing him go to school and being productive. And I'm talking about my son that's in middle school. My high schooler, he catches the school bus, and the school bus is literally on the corner of our street. But my middle, I be like, I'm so proud of this little boy. Like, we came a long way, like with behavior issues and grades, and just to see him make a 360, no, not 360, probably a 180. Make a 180, it just shows how much I parent different and how much you have to be present with your kids in the times of trouble. Being a single mom, it's like, son, you have everything within you to be great. You know, and I tell him all the time, I say, the way I set up the household, you have no other choice but to be successful. You know, there's no stress, there's no pressure. I'm making sure you eat and have what you need, and you have no other choice to take off. So I don't understand why you go to school and be disruptive, have an attitude, don't do your work. Like, you're not one of them kids. Single mom or not, two-parent household or not, you have love at home. You want to blend in with the kids that's doing so bad, right? And I told my son, I said, you need to hang around your circle, find your tribe. And I tell my son, like, you an athlete. You can't be out here smoking and doing drugs and staying, like, you have to go to track practice, you got to go to football practice. You have after school activities to keep you busy so you can stay focused in school. And just seeing him, teachers now calling me, telling me how good he is, how much he's improved, how much they're proud of him, how he's ahead of the class now. And I gotta reinforce that with positivity. When he gets home, I mean, allowance is good, but son, you really just need to stay focused. Stay focused and making sure that you do what you gotta do each and every day. And I've never been a teenage boy. I don't know, you know, the thoughts and the feels of being a teenage boy, but you have a support system. You got a godfather, you got uncles, you got cousins, you got relatives that you can call, you know. And I think that is so important for us single mothers who have boys to make sure that they have a tribe that they can rely on, right? Coaches too, assistant, whatever. You have male figures in your life that will be on your path to success. And I'm telling my kids, like, you get an allowance, you really don't have to work. You really don't. Like, the generation has changed so much. I had to work as soon as I was 16 because my mom didn't have it and we were struggling. My sons ain't got to do that. I'm not putting that pressure on my kids because I really want them to have a teenage life. I really want them to enjoy themselves because you have your whole life to work. And I'm telling my kids, I like, get your education. I set it up to where you don't have to worry about nothing. I don't have a lot of kids. You don't got to babysit nobody. You know what I mean? It's just you and your brother. Ball the hell out. Right? And teaching them about money and finance. I'm not telling you what to do with your money and your allowances, but saving, you know, what you need and what you want. Right? You want those $200 pair of shoes? Save for it. Because I'm not keeping up with your sneaker collection. That's what I'm not going to do. But you get enough allowance to where you can save it in a couple weeks. You can do what you got to do with it. But if you choose not to, that's on you because you have the opportunity to save. It's just little tidbits like that I feel like, man, I parent if there's no way that I can allow my sons to be stressed out as kids. I just remember always being paranoid, making sure the lights is on, making sure rent is paid, making sure. And I'm a teenager. Like, making sure my cousins said, well, that's because they might have went to jail. That's a different story, but making sure my cousins got food and stuff. And it's really, really like, dang, I want to be cute. I want to wear what they wear. I want to do what they do. I couldn't go to the mall. I couldn't get my nail shop, go to the nail shop. I had to do that all on my own dollar. My mom wasn't supporting that. So now, since in this generation with my kids, you don't got to worry about nothing. I don't want you to go to school and worry about nothing. Go to school and worry about school. You shouldn't have to worry about grown-up issues, right? And with therapy and, you know, healing from my childhood trauma, now I see how important it is to be present in your kid's life. It's so fucking important. Even if you just do a movie night and lay up underneath your kids or have your kids lay up underneath you, that time is priceless. Do you understand me? Asking your kids, how you doing? What do you need from me? How can I help you? Being a supportive parent. you know, it's so important to your kids, and they will really appreciate it. It's going to show out in their efforts at school and their behaviors at school, right? That attention, that validation. Oh my gosh. I think words of affirmation is my kids' love language, because they go off. When I sit up here and tell you, like, son, and I speak life to my kids, when I get to school, baby, they show out, okay? They show out. And I am excited, and I'm excited for their future, and I tell my kids all the time, I said, you go to school each and every day, I go to work each and every day. I said, we all come home at the end of the night, and I said, that's a blessing. For us to lay our heads on the pillow and call it a night together as a family unit. I said, every day is not promised to us. Some parents are going to sleep and they don't know where their kids is at. Some parents is going to sleep and their kids is locked up in jail. I said, some people going to sleep and their kids is not even alive anymore. I said, son, you got to take that into consideration each and every day. You know, and just being that positive role model. Is it perfect? No. But for the majority of the part, learning how to get through life with my sons as a single mother is my main objective. I am standing 10 toes down behind what I say. You can, as a single mom, you can raise successful black men, period. You can. You can. There's no excuse. There's really no excuse. The only excuse that is yourself as a single mom and blocking. I don't coddle my kids. I let them be self-sufficient, independent. I give them options. That's not always what I say, because I be wrong too. I'm human. I be fucking up too out here. But I just parent different. And as I compare to my other kids, my other friends' kids, I'm glad that I was that strict mom at 2 and 3 years old. Sit down. Don't go nowhere. Just run around in the store. I was that parent. Don't you do that. And, you know, I dressed them real proper. And people are like, why are you dressing your kids like white boys? Because, you know, I grew up in the hood. No, they not out here chucking up their fingers and throwing up gang signs and up here looking pants down their waist. And no. Looking right. No, we're not. I'm raising successful black men, and I spoke that over their life when they was babies. Like, you gonna be somebody. You gonna be out here. You gonna do something. You gonna make an impact in somebody's life, and I stand by that with my sons. And I have my 2 kids, and I set the hell down. I don't believe in having kids by multiple men. That's just me. I just think that it is division within a household. I just feel like, and that comes from childhood trauma too, and seeing my cousins and my relatives, one dad do for the other dad don't do, and I didn't want that lifestyle for my sons. I said, well, my ex-husband, these are kids that you're going to get. These are kids I'm going to have. We're going to rock with it. I said 2 is good. I'm fine. I'm satisfied. I really don't see myself having kids in the future, but I just didn't see myself having kids with multiple guys neither. Like, that was never the lifestyle I wanted to have. I did not want to have that lifestyle because it brings division, it brings jealousy, it brings bitterness, resentment amongst your siblings, and I did not want that for my kids. Like, your dad chose the streets over you, and it's evident. It's very evident, right, when he's not being present in your life. And to know that as a child, I think that's like doing more damage than good. So I have my kids, and I sat the fuck down. Like, no, that's good. I'm fine. But yeah, I just parent different. I just had to speak on this, and I was just really proud of my son, dropping him off at school today. I was like, this little man, he gonna be somebody. Like, that's my favorite part, seeing him walk to that schoolhouse. I love it there. But that's all I have for now. I will see you guys later in the next video. Bye.